disease affecting the somatosensory nervous system, either in periphery or centrally. So when we say central or peripheral, basically we are dividing central and peripheral. Central pain, peripheral pain, central sensitization, we have peripheral sensitization. So what is the division? What is the division? Where is the division between central and peripheral? Anybody wants to comment? What is the division? So it is a dorsal horn. It's a dorsal horn. Or dorsal horn of the spinal cord, or the dorsal root ganglion. So some says dorsal horn, some says dorsal root ganglion. So that is the division. So anything which is happening beyond DRG or dorsal horn is called peripheral. Anything which is happening proximal to that is called central. So central sensitization, central pain. Okay, so all these are basically occurring in the spinal cord and the brains of level. So characterized by spontaneous, ongoing or shooting pain and evoke amplified pain response after noxious or non-noxious stimulus. So even the non-noxious stimulus, touching, rubbing, that causes pain. Pain as a subjective sensory symptom is not visible, so we have to believe the patient. We have to believe this patient. So you must be aware of that the pain has become the fifth vital sign. It's a mandatory vital sign. Like other vital signs, we have our temperature, pulse, blood pressure, and respiratory rate. So these are mandatory vital signs which we have to record. So any patient coming to the hospital, we have to record these four vital signs. But the pain has become the fifth vital sign now. So we have to record the pain. But is it a sign? Is it a sign? If you see the medical terminology, sign is what? Which we can measure. Symptom is what? Which the patient says. So, pain is considered a sign because we have to believe what patient is saying. If the patient is saying, if you tell them 0 to 10, if the patient says, I have pain of 8, we have to believe the patient and we have to write down 8. So that becomes a sign. Although it's a symptom, but it becomes a sign when we talk about the medical disease. Okay. So these are the various, you can see the allodynia, just the terminologies which we will be using frequently when we are discussing about the neuropathic pain. So allodynia is the pain in response to a non-nociceptive impulse. So like touching, rubbing, all these causing pain. Hyperglycemia is defined as increased pain sensitivity to nociceptive impulse. So for the pinprick, we also feel pain, but these patients feel a very high intensity of pain. Normally, if you prick me, I'll have pain, yes, I'll say, oh, that's it. But what will happen to this patient? They may even start crying. Oh my God, what have you done? Okay, so the pain intensity increases. So that is hyperglycemia. Submission, that is progressive worsening of pain evoked by slow repetitive. So if you give the repetitive stimulus, like if you give the repetitive stimulus to me, what will happen? Every time I will have pain. If I am giving pinprick, every time the pain is pricking me, I have pain. But what after that? After that, I don't have any pain. But what happens in these patients? The moment you give repeated pinpricks, so their pain intensity will keep on increasing. So first prick, patient has pain, high intensity, but second prick, again the intensity increases, and if you give repeated pricks, their intensity keep on growing. That is called summation. And this aesthesia. You will see at times patient coming when you are examining this patient, the moment you touch them, their back starts shaking. The moment you touch their hands start shaking. That is dysaesthesia. So that is basically, it's a abnormal response to painful stimulus. Abnormal response. Like shaking. Shaking is an abnormal response. Normally if you have a pain also, you don't start shaking. So but these patients start shaking. These are the various causes of the neuropathic pain. I am not going into details of these things. So basically, generalized and localized, regional and generalized. So generalized, most of the generalized causes of the neuropathic pain are basically metabolic causes, like hypothyroidism is a very important cause of the generalized neuropathic pain. Neuropathies, diabetes related, some deficiencies of the vitamins like B6 and B12 deficiencies that also causes generalized neuropathies, and some drugs like anti-cancer drugs. So any patient coming with the increased intensity of the pain all over the body, you must look for the drug history also. anti-tuberculars. Some anti-tuberculars also causes some antibiotics. Some antibiotics also causes general neuropathy. So we have to look for the medical history also. And central pain syndrome, central pain is it is coming from the spinal cord and the brain level. So these are the various vascular lesions like the spinal cord, multiple sclerosis, traumatic injuries, traumatic brain injuries, rheumatomyalgia, bulbia, tumors of the spinal cord of the brain, or the abscess, or the any space occupying lesions in the brain. So all these are the causes of the generalized polyneuropathies. So what is the pathophysiology? So before going into pathophysiology, we must understand the normal pain cycle. Because our drug treatment. So what are drugs we use for the neuropathies? We use sodium channel blockers, we use calcium channel blockers, we use NMDA receptor antagonists. So why we use all these things? Why we are using these things? We are using antidepressants. So have you ever thought why we are using antidepressants? Whether the patient is on, whether the patient is having depression or not, but still we use. Patient is throwing convulsions or not, we still use anticonvulsants. So why we use all these drugs for the neuropathic pain? So this you will understand only if you know this thing, this normal cycle. So I just briefly explain you what is this. So whenever there is activation of the nociceptor, pain receptors, so we have nociceptors everywhere in the body. Every we have all the nociceptors. We have insulin nociceptors also. So whenever there is a pain, activation of nociceptors in response to a painful stimulus. So what happens? So now we are stimulating by this thing. We are stimulating the first order neurons. So what happens in the first order neurons? There are sodium potassium channels. There are sodium potassium channels. So now just listen what we are talking. Sodium channel, potassium channels are there. So what happened? A wave of depression is sent to the first order neurons with sodium rushing in. Sodium goes inside and the potassium goes outside. So here comes the role of the sodium channel blockers. Okay. So whenever there is a sodium in and potassium out, again it sends a depolarization. Another depolarization is set up. So electrochemical signal opens the voltage gated. Now what is happening here? With the sodium going in, potassium going out, it stimulates the calcium channel. So there is a channel, another channel, calcium channel, and here comes the role of calcium channel blockers. The calcium channels in the free synaptic terminal allow calcium to come in. So calcium starts coming inside, and then release the glutamate there. Glutamate is an excitatory neurotransmitter. It's released and glutamate binds the NMDA receptors. Now what is NMDA receptors? So anybody can tell me about the one NMDA antagonist? NMDA antagonist which we use for chronic pain? Ketamine. Heard of ketamine? So ketamine is also used for the neuropathic pain. So what is the role of ketamine? It's clear. NMDA receptors. So the NMDA receptors also that are very hyperexcited. On the second order neurons causing depolarization. So another depolarization is there. Now what happens? These neurons then cross like this. These neurons are crossing now. The spinal cord level, they are crossing to the other side and go up to the thalamus. Now we call it the spinothalamic tract. That's the spinothalamic tract. It goes to the thalamus. Where this synapse is the third order neurons. Now we have a third order neuron over here. So first order, second order in the spinal cord, third order in the thalamus. Now from the thalamus, it is distributed to the cerebral cortex and to the limbic system. Now we know that pain is not just a sensory, it's an emotional component also. So limbic system is basically responsible for the emotional component. So what is emotional component? So whenever we experience pain, what happens? We have a memory of the pain. So now we know, suppose somebody has a burn injury. So by just seeing the flame, patient starts getting pain. So what is that? Actually it is not harming the patient, but patient is getting pain by just seeing the flame. Because he has an emotional component attached with that. He already had pain because of this burn. So whenever he see flame, then he starts getting pain. So that is why this limbic system is also involved in this thing. And now a very important thing is inhibiting pathway. Now once it reaches the pain is perceived, then the body has the capacity to control the pain. our own body has a capacity to control the pain. So it sends the inhibitory signals to the spinal cord, to the dorsal horn level. So what happens? Anti-nociceptive neurons originate in the brainstem and travel down the spinal cord, which is harnessed with short interneurons. There are interneurons here in the dorsal horn by releasing serotonin and norepinephrine. Serotonin and norepinephrine. So what we are using for neuropathic pain, we use antidepressants. So what are antidepressants? Antidepressants are basically your serotonin reuptake inhibitors or norepinephrine reuptake inhibitors. Okay. So here comes the role of antidepressants. So have you understood why we are talking about these sodium channels, why we are talking about the calcium channels, why we are talking about the MD receptors, and why we are talking about serotonin and norepinephrine? Because everything, all the medical management, neuropathic pain is mostly medical management. Drugs. So all these things, all these drugs we are using, but we don't know why we are using this. Okay. So okay. So gate control theory. Everybody must have heard about gate control theory. So we have external gate control and we have internal gate control. So what is external gate control theory? External gate control theory basically says whenever you stimulate the larger diameter fibers, it stops the signals which are carried by the smaller diameter fibers. So A, delta and C are the small diameter fibers. They are carrying pain. So if you have injury, our first response is we start rubbing. So why we are rubbing? Or we apply some cold, some ice over there. So what happens? So we are, by doing this thing, we are stimulating the larger diameter fibers. When we stimulate the larger diameter fibers, it stops the signals at the spinal cord level by the smaller diameter fibers. So pain is stopped there. So we start feeling better. Everybody must have experienced. If you have injury, you suddenly start rubbing that area. Or the sprays, the sports injury people, they use spray. What is that? Basically it gives a warm, it gives a little bit cold sensation. So we are stimulating the larger diameter fibers. Okay, so patients start feeling better. Immediately patients start feeling better because there is a gate there. Also there is another gate which is called the internal gate. So internal gate basically is a descending inhibitory fibers. This thing. Inhibitory fibers. So this again sends the serotonin and norepinephrine in there and it closes the gate there. So that is the internal gate. So sensitization is a constant feature in the neuropathic pain. So what is sensitization? There is peripheral sensitization and that is central sensitization. In peripheral sensitization, there is sensitization of the primary afferent terminals. It leads to hyperglycemia. Then active nociceptors become sensitized and sleeping nociceptors awakens. That leads to anhedonia. So we have receptors, mechanoreceptors. We have nociceptors all over. So what happens? Every time whenever it is stimulated, it is not that all the receptors are getting activated. There are some sleeping nociceptors. So in neuropathic pain, these sleeping nociceptors also activate, and that leads to anhedonia. Anhedonia, as we mentioned, that it is a painful response to a non-painful stimulus. So damaged axons sprouts and they form collaterals, and then we have an increased area of the pain. So what happens when there is a nerve injury somewhere? Then what happens? The proximal nerves tries to communicate with the distal nerve. How they communicate? They form the collaterals and they communicate with the distal nerve. So in this process, what happens? Initially the pain is only in this area. Now the pain is completely in this area because now the collaterals are also contributing to the pain. Ectopic discharges throughout the nerve axons and terminals. So even without stimulus, patient will get up in the night with sudden severe pain because there is some ectopic discharge. The sensitization is occurring in the central level also. So that's a central sensitization. Nociceptor, specific neurons, and WDR neurons, right? Dynamic range neurons. These are present in the spinal cord level. So whenever we have nociceptive neurons in activation, it leads to hyperglycemia. WDR neurons leads to anhedonia. And also the sympathetic nervous system fiber invade the DRG. Now, how this sympathetic system fiber invade? Okay, before that, how do you differentiate whether it is a central sensitization or it's a peripheral sensitization? So, these are the differentiating features. One is a temporal subversion in minor phenomena. that is increasing pain from repetitive nervous stimulus. That is called temporal stimulation. After sensation, pain persists after cessation of nervous stimulus. That is after stimulation. And third is sympathetic maintained pain. So why there is sympathetic maintained pain? What is the role of sympathetic nervous system? So sympathetic nervous system has a role of fight and flight. So whenever sympathetic system sees anything is going wrong, they start trying to invade that area, they try to suppress that area. That is the role of sympathetic system. So what happens in the DRG, dorsal ganglion? So we have a dorsal ganglion and we have a sympathetic chain which is going just adjacent to the DRGs. At the anterolateral, we have a dorsal sympathetic chain. So what happens whenever something is going wrong in the DRG, that is central sensitization, these nerves start invading the DRG, sympathetic fibers. So when they start invading the dorsal ganglion, they start contributing the pain process. So basically they start spreading epinephrine there and the pain increases. So that is one thing. Another thing is, second form of sympathetic linkage is reflex increase sympathetic activity that occurs in response to pain, activation of the spinal cord. This can bring changes in the skin color and temperature. So when the sympathetic involvement is there, now we have sympathetic features. So what are those sympathetic features? CRPS. So what is CRPS? Complex renal pain syndrome. I think most of you are orthopedicians here. I think everybody must have seen CRPS cases. Complex renal pain syndrome. After trauma, after fixation, we see a lot of cases of CRPS. So CRPS is again a neuropathic pain. So in your OPD, you have done a very wonderful job. You have done a wonderful fixation. Patient comes to you maybe after 2 months or 3 months. Patient comes to you with a wonderful fixation, wonderful alignment, everything is fine, but patient is complaining of pain. Now you see X-ray, you will say, oh, what we have wonderful fixation, there is nothing, scar is healthy, everything is fine. Why should we having pain? But this patient continues to have pain, and at times it is not only pain; they have some changes in the skin. They have swollen hand, they have redness, or there is loss of skin, loss of hair. So that is basically involvement of the sympathetic system. So CRPS is basically neuropathic pain with sympathetic involvement. Then we call it a sympathetic, then we call it CRPS. Yes, that's right. So there are two types, CRPS type 1 and type 2. Type 1 is basically anything which is occurring after the tissue injury, like bone injuries, skin injuries, muscle injuries, ligament injuries. So then we call it a CRPS type 1. If it is occurring secondary to the nerve injury, like brachial capsulotomy, flexural injuries, in those cases we call it CRPS type 2. So that is all about pathophysiology or the basic of the neuropathic pain. I think if you understood, yes, I know it's a very complex subject, neuropathic pain. But we must understand why we are using these medications. We will understand these medications only if we know this basic thing. Otherwise, we keep on prescribing, we keep on bombarding patient with the antidepressants, anticonvulsants. We should know where it is required, in which patient, which kind of medicine required. At times, we just need antisympathetics. Patient coming with this CRPS. Obviously, we can't start bombarding these patients with the neuropathic pain. They are what is of more help. Sympathetics. So what are those sympathetics? We can use clonidine. Oral clonidine is available. We can use oral clonidine instead of bombarding them with the anticonvulsants, antidepressants. We can use tizanidine. It's a muscle relaxant. But it also is a alpha-2 agonist. It's a very good alpha-2 agonist. So when it stimulates alpha-2, it basically blocks the release of the catecholamines there. So it is a very good sympathetic also. So CRPS cases, it is better to go for the sympathetic first than to for the neuropathic medications. Okay, I think I have overshoot the time.
Okay, proceed with the next speaker. Neuropathic pain, interventional pain. Interventional pain, Dr. Lucas Widianto.
sorry,
Yeah,
but my slide is in English. Jadi seperti yang sudah terangkan oleh Pak Kas tadi bahwa sebenarnya konsep dari neuropathic pain ini sudah sangat-sangat advance sekarang. Jadi pendekatan sudah berubah. Kita sudah mengenal istilah-istilah baru seperti allodynia, hyperalgesia, terus kemudian kita mengenal lagi konsep tentang sympathetic maintain pain. Nah itu mungkin membuat kita harus catch up, belajar lagi. Ya karena ini konsep-konsepnya sangat baru dan ini sangat-sangat mempengaruhi treatment. Kita dulu nggak ngerti bahwa ternyata clonidine itu bisa dipakai untuk refleks sympathetic dystrophy. Ya, ternyata tisanidin yang dulu kita kenal hanya untuk obat nyeri punggung, spasmo itu ternyata bisa dipakai untuk RSD, bisa dipakai untuk refleks sympathetic dystrophy. Nah, ini hal-hal yang baru yang membuat kita harus catch up. Nah, yang tidak saya bicarakan sekarang adalah bagaimana peran intervensional pada kasus neuropathic pain. Oke. Jadi ini seperti tadi bahwa sebenarnya neuropathic pain ini dialami oleh berjuta-juta orang. Jadi seperti yang tadi sudah diterangkan oleh Dr. Pantas bahwa sebenarnya ini adalah lesi pada sistem somatosensori. Ya. Jadi dia bisa periferal atau di sentral. Jadi seperti yang dia bilang tadi bahwa sudah banyak penelitian yang menyatakan tentang penggunaan obat-obatan pharmacologic treatment. Tapi kenapa kita masih membicarakan tentang intervensional? Kenapa kita masih perlu intervensional? Karena intervensional kan sudah prosedur yang invasif. Kenapa kita masih perlu? Karena problemnya adalah bahwa dengan pharmacologic treatment itu ternyata bahwa neuropathic pain ini sangat kompleks. Kemudian masih banyak pasien yang tidak respon dengan pengobatan farmakologi saja. Terus kemudian masih ada sisa, jadi hanya partial relief. Belum lagi ada penderita-penderita yang tidak toleran dengan efek samping dari pengobatan. Kemudian selain dari farmakologi, kita juga mengenal pengobatan non farmakologi lain seperti TENS, terus kemudian cognitive behavior. Tapi yang kita dapatkan pada penelitian-penelitian lebih lanjut bahwa ternyata ini masih belum banyak studi yang dilakukan peranannya pada neuropathic pain, dan kemudian bahwa itu masih dikatakan unclear pada systematic review peranan dari non farmakologi non intervensional. Jadi karena itulah kita membutuhkan pendekatan intervensional. Di sini yang konsep yang saya angkat tentang pendekatan intervensional adalah bagaimana kita menggunakan invasive prosedur. Jadi bagaimana kita memberikan obat kepada target area. Jadi kita lebih spesifik. Jadi targeted treatment seperti yang dibilang oleh Dr. Pantas tadi. Targeted treatment. Ya. Jadi kita bisa melakukan ablasi atau modulasi terhadap nerve yang spesifik untuk mengobati nyerinya. Nah, seperti yang kita lihat tadi bahwa ini adalah kompleks patofisiologi dari perjalanan nyeri. Salah satunya adalah neuropathic pain. Nah, kebanyakan obat yang kita gunakan pada intervensional adalah dengan menggunakan non analgesik. Maka kita banyak bekerja pada second order neuron. Ya, jadi ini adalah hal-hal yang kita harus perhitungkan bahwa kita harus selalu mulai dari yang pengobatan yang less invasive dulu. Jadi kita menggunakan physical approach atau psychological approach, kemudian topical medication, capsaicin, spray seperti yang saya bilang tadi, itu pendekatan dari gate control tadi, external gate control treatment. Ya, apabila itu tidak bekerja, baru kita menggunakan systemic medication per oral, injeksi IV, ketamin. Ya, nah setelah itu baru kita lakukan interventional teknik. Kalau itu masih belum lanjut lagi dan itu sudah indikasi, maka kita maju dengan surgery. Tapi harus diingat bahwa ini tidak berhubungan dengan efikasinya. Kita harus ingat bahwa karena pain itu sifatnya individual. Ada orang-orang yang dengan farmakologi yang tepat sudah memberikan responnya sangat baik, jadi kita tidak perlu berlanjut sampai interventional teknik. Tapi ada orang-orang yang tidak tolerable dengan pengobatan farmakologi, kan maka kita bisa langsung menuju kepada intervensional. Nah, di sini saya akan berbicara secara general untuk tapi cukup krusial mencakup semuanya tentang apa yang kita bisa lakukan, intervensional teknik apa yang kita lakukan pada neuropathic pain. Pertama dari yang paling simpel adalah interventional nerve block. Ya, jadi kita tahu bahwa neuropathic pain itu biasanya berhubungan dengan dermatog yang spesifik untuk nerve tertentu karena ini berhubungan dengan sistem somatosensoris tadi. Ya, jadi karena itu adalah blok pada saraf yang menderita targeted nerve tadi itu akan bisa sangat membantu pengobatan kita. Ya, cuma kita harus ingat bahwa karena kita melakukan prosedur yang invasif maka ada resiko-resiko infeksi, perdarahan, dan tentunya karena kita akan bekerja pada saraf maka ada resiko kerusakan pada saraf yang kita tuju kalau kita tidak berada di dalam melakukannya. Karena itu untuk melakukan suatu hal intervensi tadi maka kita harus memproses mesin training yang baik. Jadi salah satunya kita lakukan pendekatan dengan pengadaan poso-poso seperti ini. Jadi sehingga kita lebih expose dan kita bisa melakukan training yang lebih intensif. Nah, kemudian yang selanjutnya bisa kita lakukan adalah epidural steroidization. Ini lebih invasif daripada yang sebelumnya. Nah, ya, jadi misalkan interventional block ini bisa kita lakukan, contohnya adalah misalkan kalau kita mengalami meralgia parastetika, kita bisa blok femoral cutaneous nerve-nya. Itu lebih simpel prosedurnya. Ya, jadi misalkan kemudian ada di head shorter di daerah regiotorakal, kita bisa blok di intercostal nerve-nya. Itu lebih simpel. Ya, karena kita bekerja lebih perifer dan itu lebih tidak berbahaya. Tetapi kalau kita bekerja lebih lanjut seperti epidural steroidization maka prosedurnya akan lebih invasif dan itu tentunya membawa risiko komplikasi yang lebih besar. Tapi kita bisa lihat bahwa epidural steroid ini sudah cukup established karena sudah banyak penelitian yang dilakukan dan menyatakan bahwa dia memberikan efek yang positif. Ya. Jadi ada banyak approach yang bisa dilakukan. Kita bisa lakukan interlaminar, kaudal, transforaminal, kita bisa lakukan pada daerah cervical, thoracic, atau lumbar. Tetapi yang untuk evidence base sekarang ini bahwa dikatakan untuk long term improvement-nya memang masih belum bagus, tetapi untuk short term-nya bagus. Nah, ini kita harus hati-hati, terutama adalah kalau kita melakukan cervical transforaminal epidural steroid injection. Misalkan pada saat ini dikatakan bahwa prosedur ini sebaiknya dipakai lagi. Jadi FDA sudah mengeluarkan warning untuk penggunaan cervical transforaminal. Maybe the pakas might know you are never perform cervical transforaminal. Abandon, yes. Ya, karena komplikasi yang sangat besar. Ya, jadi